Welcome back to AG Chelsea TV. This is a YouTube channel for news, stories, and analysis surrounding Chelsea Football Club. I will update new video every day. Like, subscribe and turn on notifications to support me. Romelu Lukaku could return to Southampton sooner than expected after Chelsea transfer admission. Former Chelsea and England defender Glenn Johnson has suggested that Chelsea could loan Romelu Lukaku back to Southampton this season if he does not settle quickly at Stamford Bridge. Johnson, who played 72 times for Chelsea during the mid-2000s, says that if Lukaku does not manage to settle quickly with the Blues, that the club could decide to loan him out, especially given he is tied down to a 7-year contract. It all depends on how he starts, said Johnson via Betfred. He's a fantastic player, but he's still a young kid. You can never buy a 19-year-old and assume they're going to walk straight into your first team. You have to wait and see how he performs amongst the top players that Chelsea already have. He's gone into a big dressing room that includes many top players, so I can't imagine that Chelsea are expecting him to come in and improve them straight away. There's a chance that Romelu does settle in very quickly if he's older than his years. If he doesn't start off too well, then they could always loan him out as he's so young and will be at the club for a number of years. They could even let him go back to Southampton and give him a chance to perform. On the other hand, if he hits the ground running and doesn't look out of place, then he will get even more game time. It's hard to guess what's going to happen as he's so young and going into such a big dressing room. Arsenal hold out for £50 million valuation for 22-year-old Chelsea target. As per Sky Sports correspondent Domesh Sheth, Arsenal are adamant about their £50 million valuation for Florian Balogun amidst interest from Chelsea and AS Monaco. Chelsea exhibited their interest in signing the USA international, while Monaco have had their initial bid turned down by Arsenal as it did not meet the player's transfer valuation. It remains to be seen if we will see a twist in this story in the coming day. Chelsea could actually do with another striker in the squad before the transfer window deadline. Mauricio Pochettino currently has Nicolas Jackson as the loan option up front. Armando Broja is still a fair bit away from full fitness after picking up an ACL injury late last year. Christopher Nkunku, an attacking midfielder who can operate as a false 9, is out till December due to a knee injury he picked up during the pre-season. Coming back to Balogun, he has had 2 productive loan spells in the past 2 seasons. In the 2022-23 campaign, the 22-year-old scored 22 goals and assisted 3 in 38 games in all competitions for League One side starred Reims. He has all the attributes to become an elite striker in years to come. In the current market, demanding £50 million for a striker is not over the top. We have just seen Chelsea break the British transfer record for a defensive midfielder, Moises Caicedo. Let's hope the Blues dip into the market to sign Balogun in the coming days. They are currently keeping Nottingham Forest's Brennan Johnson in sight to boost up the number 10 position. A lot of transfer activities may yet take place before the 31st of August. After an indifferent start to the season, Pochettino must realise his squad needs improvement through additions like Balogun. After Lukaku, people at Chelsea are also frustrated that £175,000 a week player hasn't been sold yet. Some inside Stamford Bridge are annoyed at the fact Marc Cucurella remains a Chelsea player after a disappointing 2022-23 campaign. That is according to The Athletic. So, what is the latest on Marc Cucurella at Chelsea? Let's take a look. Well, the Spain international moved to Chelsea from Brighton in a staggering deal worth £63 million back in August 2022. Cucurella failed to impress in his debut campaign at Stamford Bridge, and has been left on the bench by Mauricio Pochettino in both of Chelsea's first 2 Premier League outings this season. The Chelsea number 3 did not do much to shine throughout pre-season either, as Ian Maatsen stepped up instead. As things stand, the Dutchman and Ben Chilwell appear to be Pochettino's preferred options in the left-back department. Now, according to The Athletic, some people at Chelsea are growing frustrated at the fact Cucurella has not been sold yet, with the Blues also very keen to offload Romelu Lukaku. Within the story, it is said that Stamford Bridge insiders are upset about the sale of Lewis Hall to Newcastle, and feel the 25-year-old should have been sold instead. However, due to his status as a Chelsea Academy graduate, Hall's departure lands the Blues 100% profit, which goes a long way to helping Todd Boehly stay within financial fair play guidelines. Sometimes, transfer is so bad, you simply have to live with the mistake. Manchester United are currently stuck with Harry Maguire after signing him for £80 million and then handing the England international a contract worth £200,000 a week. Cucurella earns just under that sum on his £175,000 a week deal at Chelsea, and it is no surprise that other sides are not interested in signing the defender on those terms. A £63 million signing on these wages cannot be sold easily, to say the least. Therefore, it comes as no shock whatsoever to see Cucurella remain at Chelsea, and barring any surprise moves, the Blues may have to put up with him for many years to come as his current terms expire in 2028. West Ham United in talks with Romelu Lukaku over late move. West Ham United are reportedly keen on signing Chelsea striker Romelu Lukaku, with Tottenham also interested. A report from Football Transfers claims that West Ham United have joined the race to sign Romelu Lukaku, and the Hammers are ahead of Tottenham Hotspur in pursuit of the beleaguered Chelsea striker. Lukaku does not have a future at Stamford Bridge, and he will need to leave the club permanently this summer in order to play regular first-team football. He returned to Chelsea 2 years ago in a deal worth a whopping €113 million. But the experienced striker has not lived up to the billing. The Belgian international has been linked with a permanent move to Italy in recent weeks, but a move to Inter Milan has collapsed. The player was reportedly on the radar of Juventus as well, but the Turin Giants have not been able to agree on a deal to sign him. It will be interesting to see if Lukaku ends up joining a Premier League club this summer. West Ham need to bring in quality attacking reinforcements, and Lukaku would be an exceptional acquisition for them. The 30-year-old striker has proven his quality in the Premier League over the years, and he could be the reliable goalscorer West Ham are crying out for. West Ham struggled to score goals consistently last season, and players like Michail Antonio and Gianluca Scamacca were largely underwhelming. Lukaku has proven himself at clubs like Chelsea, West Bromwich Albion, Everton, and Manchester United. He knows the league well and should be able to settle in quickly and make an immediate impact. West Ham will be competing in the UEFA Europa League this season, and they need better players to do well across multiple competitions. Meanwhile, Tottenham are looking to bring in a quality replacement for Harry Kane, who has joined Bayern Munich this summer. The England international is one of the best strikers of his generation, and replacing him will not be an easy task for Tottenham. It will be interesting to see if they can beat West Ham to the services of Lukaku. Apparently, Tottenham are unwilling to invest big money in the player. The Belgian striker scored 14 goals across all competitions last season, and he helped Inter Milan reach the final of the UEFA Champions League. Meanwhile, West Ham will look to secure Lukaku's services in a loan deal this summer. There is no doubt that he can be a world-class player on his day, and it remains to be seen whether he can get back to his best once again. Lukaku had his fair share of injury problems last season, and he will be looking to reclaim his peak form with regular football this year. And that's the end of this video. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications to support me.